Okay, I know I haven't been live in a while, and I'm sorry about that, y'all. But today we're going to talk about Ollie more in depth. Swear I've talked about him like I'm about to before, but maybe not. I don't remember. Um, Anyways, so Ollie is my 5-year-old abused rescue dog. He came to us that way. His backstory is that he lived in an apartment with 2 other dogs and a cat, and he was kenneled for having happy tail syndrome, never walked, never trained, yelled at. He flinches, so you can tell that he was hit. He hates yelling, he's scared, so that's another tail sign that abuse happened. And he was decently underweight. He wasn't emaciated, but he was pretty thin when we picked him up from the shelter. But Ollie will be turning 6 soon. No, I don't know anymore. I'd have to ask my mom. He's either 4 or 5. I don't. Anyways, Ollie is my dog reactive rescue dog. And quite the interesting case. He has what is called excitement reactivity and leash frustration, meaning he is friendly with other dogs. He just gets frustrated that he's on a leash and there's a barrier and that he can't go greet other dogs. That is his issue. Makes him frustrated, but he's perfectly fine around other dogs. Like, he's friendly, he just wants to play. It's just when he's on a leash that he has an issue and struggles. But with he's quite the special case. Eddie's hold on. Thank you. He's quite the special case. Ollie likely has CDB, which is the canine version of autism. It is a real thing, and I have it pulled up on my work computer. So, CBD is like, here, I'll explain the description, because what you search up is can dogs have autism, and this is what pops up. Veterinary science does not formally recognize autism spectrum disorder, ASD, in dogs, but they can exhibit similar neurodivergent behaviors known as canine dysfunctional behavior, CDB. These behaviors often resemble autism and often resembling autism, I'm dyslexic, include repetitive actions, spinning, tail chasing as examples, intense social withdrawal, communication difficulties, and extreme sensitivity to environmental changes. Common signs and behaviors: social withdrawal, avoiding eye contact, disinterest in playing with other dogs or humans, repetitive actions, circling, compulsive paw licking, tail chasing, or lining up objects. I don't entirely see how a dog could line up objects, but oh well. Excuse me. Overreacting to sounds, touch, or light. He was abused. He was never exposed to sounds. And touch is explainable. He was beaten. Fixation, intense focus on specific objects or routines. Definitely, he has a fixation on other dogs. And then emotional regulation difficulty adjusting to change in environment or routine. He really used to hate when you would change his routine. He'd lose his shit. Absolutely fucking lose his mind the entire walk. Even if you just slightly cross the street to avoid another dog or a family or something, he would lose his mind the rest of the walk. And he'd drag you. Well, he'd try. He failed. but he can't handle change very well. He struggles with it. One second. Sorry, I'm a little sick. And then the differences from human autism, while some research suggests similarities in brain chemistry, the diagnosis of autism in dogs is not formally recognized medical condition in veterinary medicine. Instead, what may appear as as autism is often classified as canine con- congest what canine congestive dysfunction. I really can't talk today. Which is CCD, similar to dementia in older dogs. Definitely doesn't have dementia. Obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, which is repetitive compulsive behaviors. Anxiety disorders, intense fearful reactions. That's explained. He's an abused rescue. And then management and support is if you believe your dog is exhibiting these behaviors, consult a veterinarian or a certified animal behavior management techniques often include consistent routines. Predictability helps reduce anxiety, behavioral therapy, training to improve social skills and manage reactions. Not really needed. Environmental adjustments, minimizing sensory triggers, medication. In some cases, veterinarians may prescribe medication to manage severe anxiety or compulsive actions. So, one thing Ollie does pretty consistently is, but it's usually when he wants something, so he communicates in odd ways. He rubs himself under our like coat rack and cubbies, and he rubs against the wall. That's usually when he wants dinner or when he's excited. One second again. Um. Oh, did y'all just hear my ankle pop? Fuck. Um. Oh, I got the juice. Okay. I need my bed thing too. But no, like he's quite the interesting dog. He likes a routine. He if you change his routine, he has a hard time adjusting. Environmental change, definitely he struggles with. Like I wanted to start taking him to the park to get work on his reactivity. The first time I did it, he lost his shit. Why? Because it was different than his normal walking routine. Second time, still lost his shit. It took multiple times to get there before he finally calmed down and was like, okay, this is okay. I'm okay. I'm not gonna die. Like, I'm not gonna unalive by simply going a different way to walk. Which in his mind was the case. Like, he was gonna unalive. He's so dramatic. That's okay. Still love him. But I'm honestly out of ideas on what to do with that dog. He's a lot better now. He's over his reactivity for the most part, except for on those days where he's in a mood. Like, what was it? Sunday I walked him. I fucking should have filmed the entire walk or gone live for the entire walk because we ended up crossing the street, passing two dogs, and after we crossed the street and he noticed the dogs, he looked for a little bit, was still walking, and then he looked at me for treats. Something that dog has never, ever fucking done. I cried happy tears because that is the most progress I've ever seen out of that dog, and it was amazing. And I was happy, so happy. Give me 1 second. God God damn it. Why does my computer have to glitch? I have to email my boss about something since I am homesick today. I left early yesterday, so give me 1 second. But back to Ollie. He's settled in great. We realized when he we realized just in the last year that he's really settled in, because now all of a sudden he has prey drive. Like the day we got him, we were like, oh, he's gonna freak out if he sees a bird. Nope. Looked at it, walked right past it, didn't care. Squirrel, we were like, oh lord. No issue. Bunny ran across in front of him, nothing. Well, when my parents got their divorce and it, like, after my dad left officially, moved out, he started getting prey drive. So now we have to worry when he fucking sees bunnies, squirrels, birds, just fucking all of it. So it's fun, but it's fine. It's good. It tells me that he's comfortable, and I want him to be comfortable. I don't want him to constantly be stressed out or worried. Like, that's not the goal. I never want my dogs to be constantly worried or stressed or uncomfortable. A lot of people think Lucy's constantly that way, but that's just not true. I think it's hilarious to think that, if I wasn't fucking sick, I'd probably go somewhere and work her. But no, Ollie, he's turned out to be a pretty good dog. Despite his struggles, despite his past and all that, he's been great. Love him. But we've tried a lot of tools with him. Tried prongs. Nope. He punctured holes in his neck pulling so hard on the prong. Mind you, I had it properly fitted. I was giving light, gentle corrections. Nothing too hard. Nothing like too soft. Just right. Just a flick of the wrist, which is all you're supposed to do, is just a quick, that's it, quick pop. And he wasn't responding, so I did a little harder, and then I was like, okay, this just isn't working, and I tried it for a few days, and I was like, yeah, no. And then I realized he was putting holes in his neck from pulling so hard and not responding to it, and I was like, okay, yeah, this isn't healthy. And so I stopped. Well, tried a slip lead. He's a dog that doesn't understand leash pressure, so that failed. Tried that for a week. Tried to teach him leash pressure even in the basement where it's a more controlled environment. No. Didn't work. What is? Give me a second. My mom might have just gotten home. 68 degrees. Wind 22 miles per hour? Absolutely not. I am not going outside. I don't like the wind, and neither do the dogs. But anyways, no, Ollie has not responded to any of the harnesses we have gotten him, to his martingale, to a slip lead, to a prong. The only thing we have found that works for him is his gentle leader. Soon as he takes a big fat shit, he stops pulling, and he's loosely walking. Do I know why he's like that? Absolutely not. Give me 1 second to stretch out my legs. Oh, Lord. I can't sit crisscross applesauce for long periods of time. But give me a second to readjust. I don't know how I want to set this up. I'll have it like that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, his gentle leader. Desensitized him to it for 3 months, and he still has a love-hate relationship with it. But here's the funniest thing: it keeps him calm. You heard me. While he hates it a lot of the time, it keeps him calm. You tried to walk him without it, he'd lose his mind. Lose it. Absolutely fucking lose it. So he either has to be off leash on an e-collar that he doesn't listen to, or he has to be on leash on his gentle leader. That's how it has to be. My mom is home now. 1 second. They're excited my mom's home. So. Okay, they're quieter now as far as they're not barking. They get really excited when my mom comes home after she's been gone. She doesn't even have to be gone that long. And they still get excited. Oh, Lord. I think Lucy has a toy. Yeah, she does. She has the new toy. It's really loud and obnoxious. I'm waiting for the squeaker. No. Okay, but Ollie has a love-hate relationship with his gentle leader. If he doesn't wear it, he has to be off leash on an e-collar, otherwise he loses his mind and he doesn't listen. Mind you, he doesn't listen to the e-collar. It's not about that. It's the fact that he's not on a leash. Excuse me, and there's not that barrier stopping him from interacting with those other dogs. Now, he doesn't interact with them while he's off leash there, like I'm describing, unless we're walking with the neighbor's dog, that I know very well. Can the wind, stop? Because it's actually decent weather outside. But no, that's how it has to be. He either has to be on his gentle leader or on his e-collar that he doesn't listen to off leash. He cannot handle being on his martingale. He drags you. He has to either have his gentle leader or off leash on an e-collar that he doesn't listen to. That's how it is. He's so sensitive and so stuck in a certain way that's how it has to be. Sure, he hates his gentle leader, but if he doesn't have it and he's not off leash on an e-collar, he loses his mind. Do I know why? No, and I found out that he rolls to kind of regulate himself a little bit. He enjoys rolling. Even if I've already taken off his gentle leader or he's not wearing it to begin with, he still rolls. He rolls in the backyard too. So it's not just his gentle leader, it's just the fact that he also likes to roll. It's something he enjoys doing. I'm going to let him do it if it's something that he enjoys. If he wants to roll, go for it. But it's not just because of his gentle leader. It's because it's also something he likes. Because I've walked him off leash with his e-collar to the park, and he still rolls. So, it's not just the gentle leader. 1 second. Now, don't you try and bark at me now, too. Okay. That's Maggie. They're not fighting, they're playing. I promise you. Okay. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Ollie just likes to roll in general. And I'm gonna let him roll. Um, and actually I have some videos that I'm gonna post from the walk Sunday. Show y'all how well he did. I didn't officially teach him a heel foundation. I started working on it with him in the basement and then I gave up on it because he was never going to apply it outside. Well, Sunday, I had him off leash walking in the field. He was right with me. And he got into a heel and he was looking at me. He was looking at me before I even had a treat in my hand. He was in a perfect heel, giving me good engagement. I cried over that too. I did. I really did. But, I mean, like, do we have a camera off setting now? We do. When did we get that? Sorry, it's been so long since I've been live that there's all these new things. I'm loving it. Sorry. I'm getting excited over what effects? Big head. What? Oh. Dance party? Oh yeah. Blue retro. Oh. No. Oh no. Thermal. Oh. Lord. Already did. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, we already tried that. Underwater. Do I get to be underwater or no? I guess not. Um, but no, I like Ollie's been doing phenomenal, and I am so proud of him. I would go walk him now, but he doesn't like the wind. I don't like the wind. So there will be no going outside. Because I think the next time I walk him, I'm gonna drag my mom along with me. We're gonna go walk him together. And I'm gonna show her how great he's been doing. I'm excited to laugh. Hopefully he's not gonna be an asshole as soon as I bring my mom along with. That'd be embarrassing. And then maybe I can teach her how to fucking hold my phone better and film. Because she sucks at doing that. She really does. But no, that's pretty much all about Ollie. Like, things have to be a certain way with him. Otherwise, it's hell, is what it is. It's hell if it's not his way, pretty much. And he's so stubborn. He doesn't want to learn anything, hardly at all. And because he's so stubborn, he frustrates me enough, and I'm like, okay, I'm done, I give up. And then I try again another time, and if it's the same result, I'm like, ugh. And then I'll give up again, and then I'll randomly start up again, and it'll be back and forth. Me and him butt heads a little bit, but that's okay. Anyways, that's about Ollie. Hope y'all enjoyed. But no, I have a few edits that I need to make from that live, because it's a live that I did on Facebook and then downloaded. So I'll have to make some more edits out of that, and then I'll post them. And then I'll just post some of how well he's been doing. It was a decently long live, so I can't post all of it in one unless I just do it as a video, but I don't think anyone's gonna watch the entire Facebook live if I post it as a video. But I will definitely get edits out of it, and I'll post that, and then I'll post like chunks from that live on here, and y'all can see how well he's been doing, because boy am I proud of him. Y'all should be too. He has made a lot of progress over the years that we've owned him, and Sunday he made me really, really happy. I was having a kind of a bad day, and then I walked him and he showed me how well he can do, and I got so happy so quickly. But yeah. Okay. Let's see if I